The clock is showing that it's 11:25 pm and Tara is still stuck between the big boxes and the bubble wrappers. This whole shifting thing is nothing like is shown in Wake Up Sid. This is more exhausting and tiring. It's her first time living all alone in a new city. Tara lost her mother when she was 2 years old. It's her father who gave her all the love and keeps her mom alive through his stories. Though she is feeling quite low, but she is excited too. She got a job in an ad agency as a creative writer. Tomorrow is her first day, a new beginning. But here, she is still stuck between her brown boxes. Suddenly, she saw a pink box and all her tiredness were vanished. Her face lit up with happiness. Sitting on a sofa, she opened that box. It contains her most favorite thing in the whole world, the dream catcher. It was the first and last gift from her mother that her father gave her on her 12th birthday. Every year, her father used to come at 12 am and wish her. But on her 12th birthday, he had a pink box with him. He gave it to her and said,
Happy birthday, Tara. Your mom told me to give this to you on your 12th birthday. So, here it is, and once again, happy birthday, my child.
Saying that, he left the room. Till now, Tara had only stories of her mom. But now, she has a gift. She opened it with great curiosity and saw a beautiful dream catcher and a letter. Tara read that letter with her eyes filled with tears. Happy birthday, Tara. Now you are 12 years old, a big grown-up girl. You know what? You are our dream child. We always wanted that we had a girl, and you completed our world. I had planned so much for you, but God had different plans for me. This is a very special gift. Keep this with you always. Never think that you are alone, because I am there for you. Keep this in front of your window and it will catch all your bad dreams. It will always protect you like me. Stay blessed, my child. Love, Mom. Those good old memories flashed in her mind and made her happy. She picked up the dream catcher. It is a very common design, but it has Tara's favorite blue colored feathers and most importantly, her mom's love. She placed it in front of the window of her new flat and she heard a voice as if someone is saying, Sleep, Tara. Tomorrow is a new day. And Tara falls asleep. It's been 2 weeks since Tara moved here in Bangalore. Gradually, she is learning how to manage everything all by herself. The workplace is really nice and soon she will be handling a new project with a big company. This is a special opportunity for the newcomers that the agency gives every year to its new employees. And now, Tara is one of them. First, when she got the news, she called her father. The happiness was ringing in her voice.
Hello, Papa. How are you?
I'm good, beta. And you tell me, how's your work?
Amazing, Papa. You know what? Next week I have a grand project. I really wish you were here to cheer me up. And I really miss our coffee breaks. And this video chatting is so boring.
Congrats, my child. This is great. And I'm very happy for you.
Please, Papa, come now. We will enjoy this weekend together. Please, Papa.
Sorry, Tara. Actually, I have lots of works this week. But I will surely try. I promise, beta.
Acha, Papa. Let me know if you're coming or not, okay? Acha, Papa, listen now. I have to go right now. I'm still in the office. Bye, Papa. Take care. I love you.
Good luck, beta. Love you and see you soon, okay? Bye.
After coming home, she made a nice cup of coffee and sit by the window. This is her favorite place in this flat. Every evening she spent long hours with this dream catcher as if she is talking with her mom. She shares every tiny incident like her new friends, her works, her neighbors, even about her landlady Emily. Emily is very kind and loving and sometimes she gives pudding to Tara. In return, Tara took her dog Coco for walks in the park. She really likes Coco. Today is a big day for Tara. She and her team are going to present their project before that company. And if they're satisfied, it will be a great achievement for her. Papa called her this morning and wished her luck. Tara is really nervous.
Hello? Hello, Tara? Hello? Hello, Tara? How's the day? Are you listening? Hello?
It was amazing, Papa. You know what? My boss was really happy, and that's why we're going to have a success party today.
That's wonderful. I'm proud of you, beta.
Acha, Papa, listen, I have to go right now. I'll call you later. Okay, Papa? Bye.
Bye-bye. Have fun.
Tara reached home quite late. She was so tired that she fell asleep and forgot that it's her birthday. It was always her father who wished her exact at 12 am. But today, neither she received any call or any message. Today she has an off day and decided that she will wake up really late. But the ringing of the doorbell disturbs her sleep. When she opened the door, she was completely shocked.
Surprise!
Oh my god, I really can't believe this. Are you really here, Papa?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tara. Happy birthday to you.
I'm so happy, Papa. Thank you so much for coming today. By the way, Papa, you're not leaving tomorrow, right?
No, I'm staying here for this whole week.
Seriously?
Yes, miss.
Oh, that's great, Papa.
Next morning, Tara was ready for the office.
Good morning, Papa.
Good morning, Peter. Come, have breakfast.
Oh, huh? After so many days. It's so tasty, Papa. Oh, I'm late again. Okay, Papa, bye. Take care.
Be careful. Bye.
He was in Tara's bedroom looking at the old picture albums that Tara brought with her when she came here. At that time, he heard his phone ringing.
Hello.
Hello, may I speak to Tara's father?
Yes, speaking. Who is this?
Sir, I'm calling from City Hospital. Actually, your daughter had a fatal accident. She is admitted here. So, sir, please come fast.
Okay. I'm coming.
He left for the hospital in a hurry and didn't notice that the dream catcher was lying on the floor.
Excuse me? Tara, doesn't she?
Oh, yes, she is in the ICU, second floor.
Doctor, how's Tara? My daughter?
Actually, she got injured very badly and huge blood loss. We need to observe for 24 hours and she is not out of danger until she comes to senses.
Please save her, doctor. I have no one expect her.
Please calm down, sir. We are trying our best, okay?
Can I see her?
We don't allow anyone inside the ICU, so see her from the outside.
It's been 8 hours since Tara is in the ICU.
Doctor, how's Tara? Is she better now?
Actually, no. Her condition is much worse now. I don't think I can do much.
What are you saying? You have to do something, please.
Her heart rate is really low. I don't think she has much life left. But have faith in God and pray for her.
At about midnight, the door of the cabin opens and someone came. She put her hand on Tara's forehead, said something to her ears, and left. In the morning, Tara opened her eyes, and the first thing she saw was her favorite blue feather dream catcher hanging in front of the window.